Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth video of Introduction to MATLAB. In this session we are going to learn about plotting inside of MATLAB. If we have several amount of data and we need to observe the graph or plot of that data, we need to plot that data, right? So for that we are going to learn about plotting. So directly jump into the MATLAB. Okay, inside of our MATLAB, we need to learn about the plot first of all. If we didn't know anything about plot, how plot is going to work with MATLAB, then what we are going to do? We are going to find some help inside of our MATLAB. So write down help plot. Okay, after typing help plot, MATLAB is going to show us some useful data that we are going to use inside of our simulation. So over here, as we can see, plot xy plots vector y versus vector x. It is simple as that. Okay, so if it can be a matrix or anything else. Okay, over here as we can see something written like b is equal to blue, g indicate green, r indicate red, and so on and so forth. Over here some special characters like point, circle, marks, plus, etc. Right, so all these things are going to use inside of our MATLAB. So we can change the graph color by using this kind of syntax. So let's study it with one simple example. So first of all, clear it. Now we are going to take x vector. X is equal to 0 to 0.1 to 10. Okay, then after we need to plot sin x. So write down plot x versus sin x. Okay, x is going to be on x-axis and sin x is going to be on y-axis. Sin x. Okay, let's check it. Okay, as we press the enter, we get this pop-up window of figure 1. So this figure 1 is showing us x versus sin x. This is the sinusoidal waveform which we are getting inside of our plot. Now what if we need to add another waveform inside of this plot? Suppose I need to add a cos x inside of this waveform. So let's take another variable y is equal to sin of x and cos of x. Okay, cos of x. Let's check the size of y. Over here as we can see in workspace, it shows us 2 by 101, right? And size of x is 1 by 101 because over here we have only value of x, that is this vector, and over here we have sin x and cos x. So we have two different rows. So if we need to check the size of y, we are going to write size then y. So it is going to show us the size of y, that is 2 by 101, right? So now we are going to plot x versus y. Plot x versus y. So what is y? That is our sin x and cos x, right? Okay, as we can see over here, we are getting our plot of sin x and cos x. The blue line that is indicating our sin x and the orange line that is indicating us a cos x. Now what if I need to add up these two waveform? Can I do this in MATLAB? Okay, let's check it first. Let me close this. Okay, so right now plot x sin x plus cos x, right? We are going to add sin x plus cos x. Okay, as we can see over here we have the value of sin x versus cos x that is going to start from 1 and it is going upward direction, then after downward direction. So it is the summation of sine wave and cos wave. But what if we required our sin x and cos x inside of this figure 1 also? So at that time we need to write down one special string, that is hold on. Right now over here we are going to write hold on. So it is going to hold on, like the plot is going to hold on, that figure is going to stored inside of the plot, and then again we are going to plot x versus y. So y is our sin x and cos x, right? Okay, let me check over here. As we can see, this is red, that is our sin x, yellow, that is our cos x, and blue line, that is the summation of sin x and cos x. Okay, I hope all of you are getting this point of adding two different waveform, and we are also observing different waveform in one plot. Okay, so we can easily compare it. Now what if I need to change the color of this sin x plus cos x waveform, right? So can we do this over here? Let's check. Over here, as we can write, plot x colon sin x plus cos x, right? But after this I am going to write colon, and then I am going to indicate this waveform by, let's take a dash dash representation, and let's take R, so it is going to represent red color. Okay, now hitting enter. Okay, we are going to dash line of red color, that is the sin x plus cos x, and inside of this we are also going to write, hold on, then after plot x versus y. Plot x versus y. Okay, so we get our waveform something look like this. So it is red color dotted line, that is the addition of sin x and cos x, and blue line, that is our sin x, and orange line, that is our cos x. Now what if we need further modification inside of our waveform? So over here, just go to the edit, and then after we are going inside of figure properties. Okay, we are going inside of figure properties, and new window is going to pop up, that is the properties of figure. Inside of this window we can do multiple things. Okay, like if we need to change the background, then I can also change the background. If I need to change it from box to not a box, or if I need to show a grid on x and y axis, I can easily see it over here. I can also write down the label, x label, that is suppose variable x over here, and on y we are going to write like sin x or cos x, sin x plus cos x, simple as that. Okay, we can also do multiple kind of things over here. By clicking the waveform, we can also change its line color, its thickness. If we need to change it by dotted line, dashed line, then we can also change it from here. Okay, if we need to change the line to bars, then we can also do something like this, but right now we are stick to the line. Okay, we can also change the background color, and all the things we can do over here. If we need to give some kind of title, we can also directly assign title over here, like sin x and cos x. So title is going to written over here. We can also, I think, change the font and all the things over here. So I hope you are getting, we can do lots of things inside of our plot in figure properties, and we can also directly copy this figure from here and paste it whenever we are going to use it in some kind of presentation or documentation file. Okay, I hope we are clear about how we are going to plot inside of our MATLAB, right? Using the data from the workspace, we can directly plot it. Okay, now inside of our basic of introduction to MATLAB, we also need to learn about something like display. So first of all, I need to clear this and clear my workspace. Okay, we also need to learn about display. So for display, we are going to write some kind of variable, like take a b is equal to 1, 2, and let's take 7, 1. Okay, this is the 2 by 2 matrix that we are going to take. Now what if I need to display the result? Only I am going to write disp, then after b, so it is going to display the result of b. Simple as that. I can also write like b and enter, so it is going to represent the answer of b, and I can also write disp b, so it is going to represent like this. Okay, now what if I need some kind of tags inside of our MATLAB? Let's check it by typing disp hello MATLAB, enter. So it is going to display hello MATLAB. Okay, let's take y is equal to hello MATLAB. Okay, we have successfully stored our string, that is hello MATLAB, inside of our workspace. But over here, as we can see, it is showing us ABC. It means it is a character, and over here all the things are in numerics. Okay, so if I am going to write like add the string with the x variable, so x have 500 and I am going to add that x with the hello world. Can I do this? Let's check it. Let's take a is equal to y plus x, right? So it need to be hello MATLAB space 500, right? So press enter. Okay, over here we are not getting hello MATLAB. Something is going to be wrong over here, I can see. And also the value of x is equal to 500, but over here we are getting 604, 601 and something like this. It is not expect as we expected, right? So over here we need some modification, like we need to deal with the numbers with strings. So for that we are going to write like let's take a is equal to we need to convert from number, so num number to string, so str number to string of that 500, so x, right? So then after it is going to say us 500, but over here in workspace as we can see 500 is stored inside of our ABC, and in x it is stored in the data type. So these both are different. Here we have 500, it is in numerical form, and over here 500 inside of our characteristic form. So let's check the size of x. First of all, size x. So it is going to show us one by one. Okay, now let's check the size of a. It is going to show us 1 by 3. Why 1 by 3? Because we have three different variables, that is 1, 2 and 3. That's why it is going to show us three different variables. So I hope you are getting these two terms are different, like the string is different and the variable or the numbers are different inside of our MATLAB. So whenever we are going to deal with number and strings, we need to convert the number into string first of all with the use of num to string. So I hope you are getting the point of string and number inside of our MATLAB work differently. Okay, let's conclude this lecture over here, and I hope you are practicing well with your MATLAB and take different example, try new thing inside of MATLAB. The more you explore, the more you learn. Okay, thank you.